Blue Collar Garbage. Like, share, subscribe on Rumble, YouTube. One word. Blue Collar.
What you want to look up? What does it
White
say?
House confirms China that COVID originated from the lab in Wuhan.
Ooh, Wuhan.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we all knew that anyway, but they confirmed it today.
Today, huh?
For sure.
All right, China turned it loose. When they going to come up and say Barack sent it from Chapel Hill to China?
I don't know. I don't know if they're going to come up with that part or not.
I don't know.
Probably not.
Here, shit, let me send it to you.
Here we go.
Oh, you got it?
Yep.
Here we go.
Don't forget to get your heart-shaped biscuit.
Yeah.
For Hardee's.
Believe that COVID-19 was from a lab leak in Wuhan, China.
The Biden administration
China.
had a chance to let the American people know the truth about that, and for some reason, they chose not to.
How is the president planning on responding to this additional intel from the CIA?
Many members in this very room mocked him for that, said he was spewing conspiracy
Yep.
theories. He was not. We now know that to be the confirmable truth.
The CIA actually revealed that they do also believe that COVID-19 was from a lab leak in Wuhan, China. How is the president planning on responding to this additional intel from the CIA, and will it impact how he responds to them with tariffs?
Yeah, kudos to John Ratcliffe for revealing that truth and that fact to the American people. Many years too late, the Biden administration had a chance to let the American people know the truth about that, and for some reason, they chose not to. I also would just like to point out that several years ago, when I was working in this press shop and President Trump would take to this podium to brief the American people on COVID-19, he suggested that COVID very well may have came from a lab in Wuhan, China. And many members in this very room mocked him for that, said he was spewing conspiracy theories. He was not. We now know that to be the confirmable truth.
Hell, that's
It
one of
took
the first
many years
cases
for it
was
to
that.
come out.
Yep.
The president was right in this instance again.
Exactly.
That's where the first cases
Yeah,
was at.
yeah.
When it first come out, they called it the Wuhan virus.
You know what's so funny, man? Everything that he has said, not everything. Let me take it back. Not everything, but it's pretty funny. Most of everything that he has come out with that he has said has been done has been true.
Yeah.
But you know, everybody, like she said, they mocked him, made fun of him, all that. But you know, it's like we're up 40-0 on conspiracy theories. All of them have been almost true. You know, it's funny they say the man's stupid, but he's so smart because he's a step ahead of everybody. And I don't understand why these people just don't get it. You know, the man knows what he's talking about most of the time.
Yep.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Everybody says stupid shit here and there, you know, with emotion here and there. But most of the time, that man's on point. So, you know, Joe definitely wouldn't know what the hell was going on.
Joe
No
didn't
damn
know
where.
what was going on to start with.
He was asleep every damn where.
Or shitting in his pants.
Yeah.
Shitting in his pants. Yeah, it's pretty wild. He was right about a lot of things.
But yeah, it started out over there.
Yeah.
That's the first case.
I mean, I think they ought to have to pay. I think they ought to have to pay up.
Oh yeah.
It was 3 years ago. It was 3 years ago.
Oh, okay,
White House
3
on
years ago
Monday
here.
said it could not confirm a Wall Street Journal report on the origins of COVID-19 that said three researchers from China's Wuhan
It wasn't
Institute
leaked,
of
it was
Virology
released.
sought hospital care in November of 2019, a month before China reported the first cases of the coronavirus. The report has fueled debate over
Look at that
whether the
shit.
virus was transmitted from animals to humans and lent support to claims it escaped from a lab. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki said more information.
That's the
was
Pinto.
needed and
That's the
called on
Pinto
World
right there
Health
of press
Organization to
secretaries.
step up.
McEnany was the Ferrari.
Repeatedly called for
That bitch right there is a
WHO
Pinto.
to support direct
So, a gremlin.
Yeah.
that is free from
No, that's the
interference
Ford
with
Escort.
civilization. And now we're hopeful that WHO can move into a more transparent, independent phase 2 investigation.
The Wall Street Journal report cited a previously undisclosed U.S. intelligence report that went beyond a State Department fact sheet released near the end of the Trump administration. that said researchers at the lab had
Wonder why.
symptoms that were
Wonder why that
consistent
happened.
with, quote, both COVID-19 and viral seasonal illness.
Yeah, to
The new
destroy a
intelligence
presidency,
report adds new
rig the
details,
election,
including the number of researchers,
mail-in
the
ballots.
timing of their illnesses, and their hospital visits. On Monday, Reuters asked Psaki about the intelligence report the Wall Street Journal cited.
Is it accurate? And do you have any concerns that it may have been politicized?
I would say, in terms of the report, which was specifically about individuals
Use them
being
hands like that, you're lying.
hospitalized, we have no means of confirming that or
What do you mean?
denying.
No, because she was
I mean,
doing
it's
like
not a
that,
report from
lying.
the United States.
I think the journalist.
I always talk with my hands.
Not like that, though.
So that would.
Not like you gripping a tree
I don't
limb.
have any. I don't have anything more on a U.S.
That's what it looked like she was doing, grip a tree limb.
Earlier on Monday, China's foreign ministry rejected the Wall Street Journal report, saying it was, quote, completely untrue.
Well, apparently it ain't.
The United States continues to hype up the lab leak theory. Does it care about traceability, or is it just trying to distract attention?
If y'all had the first case,
What's pretty funny, it's been debunked
Despite
today.
the claims from China, scientists
Sir?
still haven't discovered definitive proof
Look,
that
there's
the
a
virus
bat.
came from
Yeah.
an animal.
Yeah.
And that
Come
there's
from
an
a bat, didn't
increasing
it?
amount of circumstantial evidence supporting the theory that the virus could have
Yeah, the
come
bat
from
Fauci.
lab. The first cases of what would eventually be known as COVID-19 were reported at the end of December 2019 in Wuhan, China, where the advanced laboratory specializing in coronavirus research.
Do you know before that shit hit, I would watch videos on YouTube and shit, and I would see people over in China with their masks on. I kept wondering, why in the hell are all these people wearing these damn masks? But see, nobody was talking about it then. You know what I mean? It was like it wasn't even heard of.
No, it wasn't.
And I
heard
kept
of.
wondering, why is these fools wearing these damn masks over there? I mean, what's the deal with that shit? But I just didn't put two and two together or try to find out what it was. But still, it was just weird, seeing all of them wearing masks and shit. And,
I've been seeing videos of people falling out.
yeah, but oh man, a bunch of that. I'm gonna tell you, man.
Shit wasn't true
A
though.
bunch of that. They was killing a bunch of people with them ventilators and shit. They was putting them
hell
on
yeah.
ventilators. And they didn't need to be on them.
Oh yeah,
And I think they was morphining them up and all that.
yeah. Crowd control.
Yeah, that's all it was. Crowd control and an election. Election. What am I looking for here? Interference.
Interference.
Yeah,
There you go.
serious election interference.
Let's see, that's Is that the same one?
That's probably that might be the same one. I don't know.
Actually revealed that they do also believe that COVID-19 was from a lab leak in Wuhan, China. How is the president?
What is this? Let's check this out.
And as a part of President Trump's return, sweeping changes have
Trump
been made
officials
to
take down federal
websites.
sites
includes the purge
of
of LGBTQ+,
LGBTCBY.
LGBTQ.
website looked like last week, and that same page looks like this is a Friday at 5 o'clock. The orders to purge these sites came down from the Oval Office. The Trump administration wiping clean content from sites under the DHHS umbrella, which includes the Centers for Disease Control and National.
You got a hell of a signature there.
Color me shocked, right? The president's attacking the LGBTQ community again.
Whoa. What is that?
When he was campaigning.
I don't know.
What the hell is that? Look at the chin on that.
Is it a man?
Hell yes, a man.
Michigan Action Network says LGBTQ+
What the hell?
are already reeling with other executive orders.
I noticed that voice was a little.
Yeah.
It's male. It's not a man. It takes more to be a man than a male, right?
A recess, essentially. But
Man,
you
I-
can't do that, right? Trans people and LGBTQ people.
There it is.
LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Hell, even the man did it, didn't
Me
it?
standing here today.
As of Friday, unrelated LGBTQ+ content was taken down.
LGBT plus. There's so many letters. It's plus.
Man, it's ridiculous.
Some of you fucking people.
My damn people. I think they need to do away with all of it if you want to know the truth.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for, the truth.
It's really
Yeah, well,
disappointing to see. We're
some
gonna
people
see
can't
how
handle
this
the truth.
continues to play out, and we're not going to issue any kind of knee-jerk reactions to the long-term.
And use some big words there.
Yeah. What are you gonna jerk? If you're not knee jerking, what are you jerking?
Whatever your damn name is. Cousin it.
Yeah, this is something that a lot of
Cousin
people
it.
pay
Yeah.
attention to because you have a bunch of marginalized people who feared that this would happen if President Trump got into office, which has happened. So
we're so glad it happened too. You cocksucker. Fuck your damn self. Well, you want the bumbler up there again?
It's interesting too to see that disappear, but we're unsure.
The bumbling chief.
Now you need to be fair, Jamie. You need to be fair.
I am being fair. Joe Biden couldn't talk worth a shit.
He didn't really talk, did he?
Yeah, he talked, but he anything he said.
You couldn't make it out.
Hey, you talking about funny? That right there is probably going to be funny right
What's
there.
that? This?
Yeah.
She
says she's part Indian.
In Washington. You said that President Trump
When was
asked you
this?
to, quote,
This is right now. I
clean
mean,
up
just the other day.
corruption and conflicts. Sounds great. You've said that you will, quote, slam
Well,
shut
you threw
the
that thumb up there,
revolving
boy.
door
Yes, did.
between government agencies and the companies they regulate. That also sounds great. So here's an easy question. Will you commit that when you leave this job, you will not accept compensation from a drug company, a medical device company, a hospital system, or a health insurer for at least 4 years, including as a lobbyist or a board
He's
member?
fixing to cook her.
Can you just repeat the last part of the question? Can I commit
You're
to
not going
what?
to take money from drug companies in any way, shape, or form.
Me?
Yes, you.
Oh. Yeah, I'm happy to commit to that.
That's what I figured. I said it's an easy question to start with. And I think you're right on this question.
I don't think any of them want to give me money, by the way.
There you go.
Let's keep going.
He's ruining their plan. Why would they want to give him money, you idiot?
Because every American has the right to know that every decision you make as our #1 health officer is to help them and not to make money for yourself in the future. So I want to talk more about money. I'm looking at your paperwork right now. In the past 2 years, you've raked in $2.5 million from a law firm called Wisner Baum. You go online, you do commercials to encourage people to sign up with Wisner Baum to join lawsuits against vaccine makers.
Okay.
And for everyone who
That
signs
sounds
up, you
decent.
personally get paid. And if they win their case, you get 10% of what they win. So if you bring in somebody who gets $10 million, you walk away with $1 million. Now, you just said that you want the American people to know you can't be bought. Your decisions won't depend on how much money you could make in the future. You won't go to work for a drug company after you leave HHS. But you and I both know there's another way to make money. So, Mr. Kennedy, will you also agree that you won't take any compensation from any lawsuits against drug companies while you are secretary and for 4 years afterwards?
Well, I'll certainly commit
4 years after.
to that while I'm secretary. But I do want to clarify something because you're making me sound like a shill. I
Damn.
put together that case. I did the Science Day presentation to the judge on that case to get it into court, the Daubert hearing.
Mr. Kennedy,
Let the
it's
man
just
talk.
a really
She ain't
simple
gonna do that.
question. You've taken in $2.5 million. I want to know if you will commit right now that not only will you not go to work for drug companies, you won't go to work suing the drug companies and taking your rake out of that while you're a secretary and for 4 years after. It's just...
I'll commit to not taking any fees from drug companies while I'm secretary.
No. I'm asking about
Well, that's a
fees
two-part
from
question,
suing
though.
No shit.
drug companies. Will you agree not to do that?
You're asking me to not sue drug companies,
No,
and I'm
you
not
can
going to agree to that.
I wouldn't either.
Companies as much as you want.
That's what he's supposed to do is sue him if he finds out. I mean, what the hell?
Yeah, he's supposed to
Let's
sue
do
them.
a quick count here of how, as Secretary of HHS, if you get confirmed, you could influence
he's gonna get confirmed.
every one of those lawsuits. Well, let me start the list. You could publish your anti-vaccine conspiracies, but this time on U.S. government letterhead, something a jury might be impressed by. You could appoint people
I don't
to the
understand that.
BCG vaccine panel who share your anti-vax views and let them do your dirty work. You could tell the CDC vaccine panel to remove a particular vaccine from the vaccine schedule. You could remove vaccines from special compensation programs, which would open up manufacturers to mass torts. You could make more injuries eligible for compensation even if there is no causal evidence. You could change vaccine court processes.
Damn, she can
to
do
make
some
it
talking.
easier to
Yeah,
bring
I mean,
up
damn, she gonna take a
lawsuits.
breath.
You could turn over
He's like, this
FDA
bitch.
data to your pharmaceutical
He could do a lot of
companies,
things,
however it
couldn't he?
benefited
Oh,
them.
yeah.
You could change vaccine labeling. You could change vaccine information rules.
Damn, is that what they've been doing all this time?
And I can blow a wad on your forehead, but I don't do it.
Is that what they've been doing all this time?
There's a lot of
She sure
ways
does
that
have
you
it
can
together, don't she?
influence
Yeah.
Those future lawsuits and pending lawsuits.
Hell, they need to do away with the vaccine because it ain't worth a shit.
I know, man. It's not even a vaccine.
Right now, that you will not take a
there's the-
financial stake
Yeah.
in every one of those lawsuits, so that what you do as secretary will also benefit you financially.
Oh,
down
don't
the
worry
line.
about his pockets.
I'll comply with all the ethical guidelines.
That's not the question.
Bitch, you done lined your pockets off up.
You're
Why
asking me
are you
not
worried
to
about
sue-
his?
You're asking me not to sue vaccine pharmaceutical companies. Yeah, you are.
Look, boy, she getting tore up. Damn.
No one should be fooled here.
He has got her worked up.
Yes, he does.
Robert
She's
Kennedy
about to have a damn heart attack.
to undercut vaccines and vaccine manufacturing across our country.
Good.
And for
That's what needs to happen.
about
Shit,
following
good.
the science and his promise that he won't interfere with those of us who want to vaccinate his kids. The bottom line is the same. Kennedy can kill off access to vaccines and make millions of dollars while he does it. Kids might die.
That's fine.
but
If you're,
Robert Kennedy
hold on, how is he gonna make millions of dollars if he gets rid of the shit?
I support vaccines.
They don't even make no sense.
I support the
They've always said a virus. Anytime you go to the doctor, we got upper respiratory virus,
And that's it.
or you got a virus. Ain't nothing we can do for it. It's got to run its course.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm 57 years old, and I've heard that all my life. It's got to run its course. The
Yeah.
virus,
Yeah.
How when COVID, Corona, Wuhan, whatever the hell you want to call it, come out? How did it? Well, we're gonna find something to treat this virus now.
Yeah.
We're gonna treat a virus.
Well, they come up with it too quick anyway, man. It takes years and years and years to come up with a vaccine, man, and they come up with it
Tariffs on
so
Mexico.
quick.
President Trump gives remarks on tariffs on Mexico, China, and Canada.
All right, well we're gonna have to stop and start again or something, or are we just gonna?
We're trying to wait for the buffer.
We wait on the buffer.
Stop.
We can keep talking about COVID though while waiting on the buffer.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the whole COVID deal. That's bullshit.
Oh, I know it is, man. I know it was bullshit the whole time that it was when it come out. But what they did is they scared everybody, man. They scared everybody and had everybody thinking, well, if I don't do something, I'm gonna die from this, COVID shit. And they was showing them throwing people in holes, burying them, and all kind of stuff, in tractor trailers and all that, fear mongering.
I want them to tell me. I'd love for them to explain to me how this happened. My wife went through cancer, myeloma cancer, during this process.
Right.
She got corona.
Right.
I carried her to an infectious disease center in Pittsburgh.
Right.
For Chapel Hill. Had to carry her down, drop her out the front door, could not go in.
Could go in, yeah.
Sit in the parking lot and wait. I watched this lady walk in the center. Could tell she was sick.
Right.
Felt bad for her.
Yeah.
She come out. They give her an infusion while she was in that center. She come out, had pep in her step.
Yeah, yeah.
They said it was based on.
I've heard something about that right there.
They give her pretty much the same thing they give Trump.
Trump, yeah. My aunt took the same thing.
Okay.
You talking about Rhonda?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
Why couldn't they ramp up the production?
I think they got rid of that or something after
Of what,
so long.
Of what they give her. It wasn't. They told her it wasn't the same thing they give him.
Right.
But it was close.
It was
to
like something similar.
It was like 2 days, 3 days. Man, she was.
What was it? Ivermectin?
I don't remember. I like I said, this was back.
Ivermectin.
No, that ain't what they gave my
That
aunt.
ain't what they called it. I can't remember what they called it, but I remember talking about it.
Like
I was there.
Hydroxychloroquine.
It started with a B.
I don't know what that would be.
I remember, like, she was feeling better that day. The next day, it was like
Like it was gone.
Like no shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't want it. Well, I guess the reason they didn't push that because they didn't want it to go away like that. They wanted to keep it going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but like I said, I'm grateful that they did for her because she just found out she had multiple myeloma cancer.
Right.
And went through it.
I don't know, man. It makes you wonder, man. You know what I mean? All this hoodoo shit they've been doing. They've been lying to us for years and years and years.
Oh yeah.
And they just keep doing it. Hopefully now that since the reins have changed, you know, that we'll get a little more truth out of everything instead of all this BS that they push. Fear mongering and all that bunch of dumb shit, you know, because they can already figure, man, if they come out with another thing like COVID, we're not gonna go for that shit. Yeah. It don't matter if it is serious. None of us people like us are gonna go for that shit. I mean, it's just not gonna happen.
I didn't go for it this time.
I didn't either. Well, now at first when I didn't know. Now, it didn't make me want to run out and get no fucking vaccine. But now, at first, you know, I was a little weary about, you know, being around people coughing and shit. You know, you couldn't help but to be like, you be in a store somewhere, you hear somebody coughing, like, I ain't going near that motherfucker. You probably got that shit, you know. And you got that damn Wata or some shit, you know.
I never let
Wata.
Yeah.
I never let up.
You know.
I traveled the roads.
Yeah, I did too.
Job site.
Hell, I worked the whole time. Never even got to get off work or nothing for that shit. I worked the whole damn time.
Boss man give me my essential workers papers.
Yeah, I got one of them too.
He said, here you go. You're an essential worker. Don't, you know, anybody stops, you just hand the mist and keep rolling.
Yeah, we're fixing people's heat. And
yeah, you got to keep
fixing
going.
people's problems.
Build apartments, doing plumbing and HVAC. Keep rolling.
Yeah.
Blue
Collar Garbage. Look us up on Rumble, YouTube. One word, no spaces. Like, follow, and subscribe. We appreciate it.